I want to thank everybody for joining me for my second webinar. Just to refresh your memory, our first webinar was how do we decorate apparel online in promotional products industry, where you can combine two vendors into a single invoice. That discussion, we showed you how you could bring products from SAMR, SNS, and Alpha, and couple that with your own decoration methods in-house or down the street from a decorator, and how we can display the products with the logo on the products themselves. If you chose embroidery, your uploaded logo could be a PNG or JPEG image from the website, and our software will convert it to a stitch out. It'll place that stitch out onto the product and display a virtual sample. It will tell you the stitch count for generating that artwork, and it will allow you to download a digitized file, a DST or EMB format. Again, that was for embroidery. For non-embroidery items, it's usually a vectored art that you could download, but it's the same process. Our system will do a visual of the product in the decoration method you requested it. It will provide a sampling separate, and it will show you a virtual sample with the artwork on the product, and they will both be placed into a production proof for you to, for your client to sign off on, and it is time-stamped with their IP address, and it goes into the order. So today's webinar, too, is our next value proposition, which is building company stores and offering company stores to all of your clients. One of the main features within Webjaguar is our capabilities of doing sophisticated integrations with third-party systems, integrations to a client's ERP systems, or through a third-party system like an SAP or an Ariba, integrations through what's now commonly used in the larger companies, an SSO or a single sign-on integration, where you're going to the client's website and you're logging in through their portal, and then you're passed into a store. Again, that's become very popular with the recent scraping of identities and frauds lately. So our clients usually want to cover the security themselves on their own platforms versus using a third-party platform. So we have all those capabilities built into our company stores. In addition to the integration side of it, the functionalities within the store, some of the advanced features we have. Very commonly used is multiple currency or multiple languages. Stores are now going more and more international. Our system is built that way. So you can have multiple currency or multiple languages on your stores. We also have the capacity for budgets being set for the buyers within a store, or the employees, or the divisions or franchises. They will be given spiffs or a budget to be spent in our system. The buyers can come in, buy merchandise. You can set rules so that once they've come close to their budget limit, they can no longer buy, or if they do want to go above the limit, they can add in a credit card of their choice, or they can submit the additional fees that they want to spend to a manager above for authorization for approval to go beyond their budgets that's been set for them. So all those complexities in company stores are part of our store platform. Again, all of our stores from the first webinar are built on a mobile responsive framework, so it doesn't matter what device the buyer is using, they will see our stores laid out. It does not break the pages. So we are a responsive framework. So at this time, let me just show you a sampling of stores. I picked stores to have unique features that we cover within Webjaguar. Some of these may be of advantage to you, some maybe some ideas of how to go after new clients, having these tools now available to you. So this store here in front of you, that's on the screen, is Beacon Roofing Supply. Beacon Roofing Supply is just a roofing company, a typical store layout, as you can see. If I want to go into a product category of headwear, you'll see that everything, as traditional company stores show, is that logo on the products that the person could choose from. Beacon is a lighthouse logo. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just going to click on one of these products. We'll just say the knit cap. That has a good sized billboard. And if you remember again from our first webinar, our system is a step order process. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In this scenario here, we only have 3 steps because company stores, you don't really configure products. You pretty much have defined logos, defined areas, defined decoration methods have already been selected. So with the Beacon Web Store, this is a fun project for us. That's step one. I'm going to pick the color. Step two is select your logo. The Beacon Web Store is a multi-logo store. So Beacon, being the main host of the site, they own 30 other companies, 30 other roofing companies. They're a very large program, and they wanted a store that all their other companies could come into one store, pick the logos that are their brands, and buy their corporate merchandise. So as you can see here, we have that scalp cap or knit cap. You can see we even have a little light blue dotted line. I don't know if you can see that on my screen. That's totally optional whether you want to show that or not, showing where artwork will be placed on the products. We did on this one because we just want to make it very simple for them. I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to pick a simple logo. These are all PNG logos, by the way. They're all flat logos. I'm going to take the RSS logo here. And as you can see, like in step one, our webinar number one, we did a stitch out. It's going to take that PNG logo, and it's actually going to do that magic where it will do a stitch out and convert that PNG into a DST and EMB file for embroidery. So here's our view of that product. As you can see, it's nicely done in stitching. I could change out to a different logo if I want. This one, again, it'll just change out the one logo and put a new logo, and again, do the stitch out and do the digitizing. All this is done in less than 3 minutes, and you could download a digitized file and send it over to your decorator for production, or do it in-house. This is one of the major conveniences and features and cost savings that we have. To download a digitized file on our platform, it's only $3. If you went out and asked for something to be digitized, as you know, you're starting around $35 to $50 for a file. Ours is $3. If you're downloading a vectored file like an EPS or an AI or a PSDs, they're 50 cents versus having them done overnight for $8 or $12 overseas in India. So all that is built into our system for efficiencies. So when a client picks the logo and they like to digitize, they like that wood feathers, it puts that product with the virtual into the shopping cart, and you can transact. Some of the other features on our stores, like I said, it's very simple. Company stores are very simple. You could put whatever you want as collapsible accordion type boxes, just specifications, descriptions, product reviews. These are all items that are out of the box, do not cost you any more. Our stores, just so you know, you get 2 company stores with our license. You get 3 sites total. One is your master site, which is usually used for your corporate distributor business, and then 2 company stores come with it. We build all 3 stores for you. Additional company stores, you could build yourself. We show you how to do it, no cost to build them. The monthly maintenance is $49 a month. If you do not have the time to build the stores, or you want to have us do it so that it's done fast and correct, we charge $300 for up to 100 products to be put the logos on them and put those stores together. For 100 products, $300. So you do have a choice. You can build them yourself for free, or we will build them on your behalf for $300. Let's talk about another type store. Many of the larger stores, and you're going to start running across this if you have not already with some of your larger clients, are going to ask you, can you do an SSO integration? SSO stands for single sign-on. This is, again, where your client is taking on the responsibility of the security protocol before they come into the stores. This is just to ensure the integrity of their employee or client rosters, so nobody else could scrape it. They're gonna take the responsibility of the security. So people cannot go online and just go to your store and log in. They have to actually go in through the security protocol and click through the security protocol. I went ahead and did it, so you can see once you've logged in, here's your storefront. Again, this is a different look for a storefront. It's a pretty simple layout. It's nice and professional looking, clean, and you can pick through whatever products you want in here, accessories, lifestyle products. You can see the products in here as how you want to set them up with your images, the Ryan logo on the products, and again, whatever your minimum quantities are. In this case, it's a one piece. These are all stocked items. It's a stocking store in this situation versus a print on demand. And it's very simple to go through the order process on this system. So let's go into some other stores here without jumping ahead. This one here is an international store platform, which is now becoming more and more commonplace since borders are starting to be eliminated in e-commerce. So this client here, this is a company called Imagination Branding out of Texas. this client has 3 regions that they do the marketing within. Each of the regions would have their own fulfillment centers, and they wanted to have the complexity of the currency being in those regions. Now, as I said earlier, we could build multiple currency and multiple languages. And the examples I'm going to show you here on this one, all the languages were all in English. They did not want to vary them out, but we could have put French for Canada. We could have put German for Europe if we wanted to. But let me just click on that store for Europe. And you'll see that the store in Europe, the items are all in the European currency of the euro dollar versus the US dollar. Canadian would have been the Canadian dollar if I go through that one. As this loads, sometimes it takes a little bit through our system here. So if I click on the giveaway items here, as it's loading on this internet, you'll see that everything is in euro dollars. Let me go into this product so you can see it in depth, and you can see that this is all in euros. And again, they can go through the whole complexity of this thing. This could have been in German, could have been in French, could have been in Spanish. We also have Arabic. Work on getting German done. Chinese is already in the works. Our goal here by mid-2018, we're already starting on, is 13 languages will be available to you on the systems. So that is the European style. As you can see on here, we have little features that you could put on your stores. A flyer could be like an instant flyer of that item that you could send off, that the buyer can send off to a peer or somebody else in the office, or somebody else who's on their fundraising campaigns, just showing them the item they're interested in, and has all the information straight from the website. That's built into our system. You can do product comparisons. If I want to compare these 3 products, you can see when I hit compare, the word view shows up. I just have to click view, and those 3 products will show up in a side-by-side comparison. And again, you can put whatever fields you want underneath that you want them to compare by: specifications, descriptions, pricing, turnaround times. All those features can be turned on down below for product comparisons. So anyhow, that's the international style. You can do print materials. We have print on demand. I'll show you an example of that one throughout our system. So let's go to the next website. This is a common type website. I use this one because it has multiple features built into it. First, what you cannot see, what's going on behind the scenes, is that this store is integrated directly into the client's ERP system, and it's Ariba software. So the orders, instead of going directly to the distributor, must first go to the Ariba platform to the client for approval. Once the client approval is done, it then goes into the distributor for fulfillment. And so that is that system, and so you can't see it, but that's what it does in the back end. What you can see, and why I bring this up, this being the Howard Hughes store, is that they have 3 variations of how to buy merchandise. They have an in-stock program, which many of us would have products in a warehouse. So these are the products they carry in the warehouse that you can buy at any time. So if I click on buy, you'll see that in my warehouse, I have 104 of these High Sierra backpacks, and I can place an order 1 at a time or more throughout the system. I also have what's called the fast customer 24-hour turnaround. Many of our suppliers in our industry now offer a 24-hour turnaround. You can put those products in here and pick products for them to do the 24-hour turnaround. And then the final one is the print-on-demand products, where they can come in and pick products, and it's going to conform to the minimum inventories of whatever the supplier or vendor that you've chosen to use will work with. So if I go in here and pick this woman's long sleeve tech shirt, you'll see I have this available in 3 different colors. I can choose out the colors throughout this whole system. You'll see that when I click on the products, that it has the 3 different logos. This is the HHMI corporate logo. We'll go to the next logo here. This is the HHMI Bio Interactive logo. And the 3rd logo here is the HHMI Genelia Research Campus. And then they have a blank version, and then they put on this one, in this situation, the sizing chart for this product. So again, this is a very simple one. It was the complexity was in the Ariba integration on this platform. And again, everything we do is mobile responsive. So it could go, doesn't matter what device you're on. The next one, this is Keller Construction, another international client. The distributor on this one actually built about 6 or 8 stores already. There's going to be 12 stores total when they're done because of all the divisions. They did an individual store for pretty much for each division, whereas the Beacon, they put them all into one store. This one has 12 separate stores to be built out. I bring this one up because of the print-on-demand features that we put into our systems as well. Here's the marketing collaterals, because they do a lot of things on job sites, like a construction company, so they have forms to fill out or anything. But the most common one most people do are like business cards. As you can see on this business card, their business cards are rather busy. Most business cards probably only have 5 or 6 fields, maybe 10. This one has, as I go into start designing, you'll see all these are required fields. There's a lot of fields to go through here. And then once you fill them in, you just hit view proof. It will create that card for you. And then there's going to be a sign off on here that says I approve. And then this goes into the shopping cart. It has a watermark on it, so they can't print it themselves, but it goes in the shopping cart and you can download it without the waterproof on it. So let me take you to one without so many fields, just to give you a feeling of how this system works. Let me just grab, let's just do an envelope. Envelope only looks like it has 4 or 5 fields in it. So as you can see here, here's all my fields. I'm just going to put in here my address, which is 123 Main Street. And I could put a second address in here. I could say Suite 200. And city, I can put down any town. And because I have to pick a state, I'm just going to say California. That's where I'm located. And I'm going to put my own zip code in here, 12656. And I can view my proof. So what it does is it's going to generate that proof. As you can see here, let me just increase the size so you can see it. Everything we just put in is placed onto the thing, and then they can hit online approval or view the proof, and then finalize and submit. This being a live site, I don't want to go ahead and place that order. I don't need these business envelopes. But that's how the system works on a print-on-demand. And the final variation, which I popped up earlier, one of the things we do recommend for all of our clients is to build spec stores or present stores to clients for them to consider to get into a client-branded store. This will lock you in as their vendor of choice. These stores are very profitable. Once they're built, they're pretty simple to run. The capacity and vendors now with print-on-demand and smaller quantities and quicker turnarounds makes it so you don't have to carry so much inventories anymore on company stores. So all that is now available to you. This one was a spec store we built for one of our clients for LinkedIn. They had to do a presentation against a couple other competitors. So on this store, you can see you can have your products in here. I can see my LinkedIn products. Again, these don't take long to build. You can actually build stores in an hour or so in our system and put them out there for presentation. Again, there's no cost until they go live. And when they go live, they're only $49 a month. If you want us to build these stores, $300. We built this store for $300. Some of the kind of complexities we do like to put in stores is items like 3D renderings. So if I went and click on let's go to a 3D rendered products here. I put a few products in here just to have some fun with them. I'm just going to go to that micro pouch. These are things that are kind of like eye candy to the recipients or the clients. As you can see, the thing that spins, it's all 360. If you look closely inside that pouch, you can see that the logo actually shows through the pouch. That's how complex this thing is. If they have multiple colors available to them, you can change out the colors on these things. It's just a fun GUI in company stores. You want to engage the participants and employees or retail or consumers. You just want little things like this. Put 1 or 2 of these things on a company store every time. It's going to catch their attention. This is a software that we bring into our company store platform that you don't find on other platforms. So I just wanted to show you an overall of several of our stores. Hopefully you got some interest in moving forward into company stores. I would appreciate reaching out to me. I would love to show you some more stores that we've done, from reporting for clients can see what the reports are doing, to complexity of a point system or incentive programs, script. A lot of capabilities are built into our stores. I just want to do a quick overview in this little webinar just to get your interest level up and see what can be done today online with stores, you can check us out at webjaguar.com. You can reach me at scott@webjaguar.com. That's WEBJAGUAR.com. Or you can just call me direct. My number is 949-600-8868, extension 232. And I'm going to say that again. It is 949-600-8868, extension 232. I want to thank you again for watching this webinar, and look forward to doing the next webinar here with you shortly. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day.